What's up, guys? As far as there are no people watching this video, but hopefully as soon as I upload this, a couple days afterwards, I'll have a few views on it. First off, this channel is mainly talking about the Raiders, the Oakland Raiders, and football stuff. Nothing really else will be talked about on this channel. Um, yeah, so let's get to the introduction. My name is Byron. I live in California, Northern California, far above Oakland. For an exact location, I live in Paradise, California. It's a small little redneck town. Um, I'm 18 years old. I've been a Raiders fan since I can remember. I mean, I remember being a kid, 4 or 5 years old, getting brand new leather Letterman jackets every year for Christmas for my grandpa. Um, so let's get this video started. It's an introduction of who I am, why I love the Raiders, why I'm even starting this channel. So we'll get to it. Like I said, my name is Byron. Nice to meet y'all. Hopefully I'll get to talk with some of you guys and see what you guys think of some of my opinions on some things. So basically my inspiration for this channel was I was scrolling through Raider Central, and I clicked on a video, watched a video, and in the sidebar there was this guy who was talking about what was it? I can't remember what it was, but his name is Raiders_1995. He seems like he's a diehard Raiders fan, and I can respect that as far as I'm a diehard. So I started this channel mainly because I want to collaborate with him, and I want to get my own opinions out there of some of Reggie McKenzie's decisions. And as far as all that goes, when the season starts up back again, I'll definitely be making videos after every game and talking about it. Even videos. As soon as the season starts, I'll probably start off with what I think of the first game and how it's going to come out to, and then and then the day after that game, I'll make another video talking about the game, and I'll make the next prediction for the next game. But yeah, so I'll give you guys a little background story. I was raised in about Central California. I was raised in the Santa Cruz County area, and but I've always been brought up in the northern part of California. My grandfather's a diehard Raiders fan, has been since they were a thing, ever since 1960, I believe. Even though he really wasn't that old yet, I'm pretty sure his father was a Raiders fan too. So he's been a Raiders fan ever since they started as the Raider Seniors, which was, if you guys didn't know, that the Oakland Raiders started out as the Oakland Seniors. People didn't really like it that much, so they switched to the Raiders, which was the third top vote. So there's a little something to think about there. So he's been a Raider ever since then, and he's literally. And here's how it's split. This is the funny part, is my mom's side of the family, we're all Raiders fans. We're all diehards, We go to games every year, my dad's side of the family, they're all Niner fans, and that's where it comes down to. Is if I'd love to see anybody go anywhere, it'd be Bay teams. So Oakland and San Francisco. I'd rather have the Raiders go, but if the Raiders did not own up to what they're supposed to be doing, I'm gonna be going Niners. So like this year, I went Niners against the Seahawks. I'm on a bandwagoner for it. I've never really liked the Niners, but I'd rather have a Bay team win than any other team from the AFC or their NFC. Excuse me. I'd rather have anybody. Yeah. My point's been spoken. So yeah, Um, but yeah, he's the one that basically really got me into the Raiders. I remember my first game was the season opener of 1999, so I was about 4 years old, and I believe that was against the Seahawks. I'm not sure. I think that was 15 some odd years ago. So yeah, and I probably have gone to over 30 games. My last game was actually against the Jaguars this past season. We had a 19-10 win, I believe. But yeah, so and ever since then I've always repped the Raiders. I'll always defend the Raiders. When it comes down to it, the NFL is the NFL, and yeah, so Oakland Raiders are definitely my team. I'll never abandon the Raiders. Let's see. Now, there's really not too much else to say about it. You guys know I'm a Raiders fan now, so that was the introduction part. Now, even though I'm kind of stealing this idea from Mr. Raiders underscore 1995, he mentioned that there were some rumors about 3 quarterbacks being brought to the Oakland Raiders and possibly being the face of the Raiders. And I think that's kind of funny, but the 3 quarterbacks that the people who wrote the articles feel would be the best quarterback for us. You got Matt Schaub, Josh Freeman, and Mark Sanchez. Now, Raiders underscore 1995 said he didn't want any of them, that he would literally go down to Oakland and slap Reggie McKenzie in the face. So, and I agree with him. I really do not like Josh Freeman. I mean, when he was with the Buccaneers, he did terrible. When he went to the Vikings and played that one game, he was terrible. And then you get Mark Sanchez, who is terrible. I'm sorry, I just don't like Mark Sanchez. I really don't. I think he's a completely he's an overcocky asshole, and that just nails it in his coffin. So, but Matt Schaub, Matt Schaub's also, I honestly think out of those 3, the only fucking one I would settle for would be Matt Schaub, because Matt Schaub, believe it or not, did take the Texans to the playoffs the year before last. Before this last season, and then they lost to the Patriots. I believe probably in the first round of the playoffs. But not a lot of people can stack up to what the Patriots got. But if we were to settle for anybody, I believe Matt Shaw would be the best. But honestly, I believe Matt McGloin and Terrell Pryor can honestly do it for us. Terrell Pryor needs a little bit more better training in passing and pocket passing and such. Not trying to run the ball all the time, trying to be a Kaepernick. Because he honestly will never be as good as Kaepernick is, because Kaepernick, he does what Kaepernick does best. So, and then we have Matt McGloin, who is a great fucking quarterback. He is a pocket passer, but he is kind of slow. So, honestly, I believe as the years go on, we can work with these 2 guys, and then we got Terrell Pryor's got a little bit more years on, like I think 1 or 2 years on McGloin, but McGloin is a great passer. I mean, he shot bullets to fucking Denarius Moore and everybody. But I really think, honestly, and I agree with Raiders underscore 1995 that we do need some better inside defensive linemen. Lamar Houston is doing a good job. I really hope we re-sign Lamar Houston. And we need a good center. We need to sign somebody that's better than Wisniewski, because Wisniewski is not a center. He is a left guard. So we need to sign some linemen for damn sure. We need to, yeah. So, but when it comes down to this next season, I believe, or these next seasons, I believe in the next 2 years will be our pretty much what would you want to call it? Our 2 years to really get into the groove and work with these guys. And then that next year, after those 2 years, I believe that'll probably be the start of our uprise. You know, coming up from the fucking really shitty 11 years that we've had. So hopefully my prediction's right, because the Oakland Raiders need it. So, but yeah, and we need to get rid of Darren McFadden. Guy's too injured all the time. 26 games he's missed in his, I don't know how many years he's been playing with us. I can't really remember, but we need to get rid of McFadden and work with Jennings more. But anyways, that's it for this video. Hopefully you guys enjoyed it, and hopefully you guys agree with me. I guess if you guys aren't already watching Raiders_1995, go check him out. I like his opinions, so definitely go and subscribe to him, as well as subscribe to me. Alright, well, that's it for you guys. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. Just have a great day.